Idealized American public school. That is what High School Musical was able to capture in 2006. An all-inclusive display of sports, music, drama, and East High spirit. What team? Wait a minute. Colin, are you there? What team?
Wildcats.
When I was a kid, this film opened up my eyes to so much more than Vanessa Hudgens. It set expectations for the future of my relationships and education, created personal goals of athletic achievement and social acceptance, all building to my own idealized public school experience. Surely I'd get to live what I saw at East High in my high school.
Including large-scale and very dangerous health threats.
The coronavirus pandemic worsening as we await the results of this election.
Yeah, couldn't have seen that coming. Maybe it is the deep hole carved inside of me by missed experience, or just the fact that it's the 20-year anniversary, but I'm gonna rewatch High School Musical. A watch without a goal in mind, really. I guess I'll just be praying. Please don't let this childhood fantasy be ruined by poorly aged content. First off, oh my lord, the nostalgia with this one, guys. It truly feels like a time machine being put back in the ski lodge. Maybe you're someone who watches this movie every New Year's or something, but I haven't seen this in ages. And now, with a lot more time and movies under my belt, I'm attached to new things. Like Zac Efron actually looks like he could play basketball, but his dialogue's so poorly written it contradicts that. Or how weird this party setup is. You ain't catching me in high school partying in the same house as my parents and their work friends. At least not on New Year's. Though, maybe that's why I'm still single. Given the opportunity to sing alongside Gabriella, I would have done what Troy did. Man's got some attitude when he thinks she ain't singing. In all seriousness though, the singing begins, and I was enamored. The nostalgia started to feel like a drug coursing through my veins. As I started to sing along, Disney Plus me. To be here with you. You just froze? In this moment, you froze? You can't blame me for being frustrated here. Sitting in that chair, I was remembering how well Disney could write fake pop songs. I'm talking about the Austin Moon originals, or the Disney Villain's Daughters ballads. That's a mouthful. Start of Something New should be considered a Disney classic, and it's freezing on me. One YouTube rental later, and I was singing along again. Everything else about this opening scene just made me warm inside. Ironic considering how cold these two were outside in the snow a minute later. Jackets, guys. This is a ski hill. Once we get to East High, my journey of nostalgia continues because the film introduces the MVP. That's right, I'm talking about Miss Darbus. This lady is a show-stopping presence as the East High drama teacher. She carries, guys. Darbus is your typical drama teacher turned up to 100. So loud, so obnoxious. Like she's always on stage, even if she's actually in the boys' locker room. Yeah, that does happen in this movie. The over-the-topness of Darbus is just like everyone else in this school. They are your typical stereotypes, and they have to be so we can break them. The star player, the smart student, the popular girl. This is what High School Musical is best at. Taking those stereotypes and laying them out in a way that's unapologetic. These characters will act like they're cliche to the fullest. Go big or go home. Or go away from the stereotype entirely. That's what happens with basketball in this movie. Yeah, that sucks. Yes. The basketball choreography. It's not just the poor choreography that's the problem, though. You'll see this movie doesn't just misrepresent basketball physically. It misrepresents the idea of a basketball team, or a team in general. But first, there's a different problem to talk about. The audio dubbing. This is a huge problem with the movie now, at least for my ears. It's just so obvious when it switches. Listen to Troy's voice here.
Wait, Miss Darbus, wait. We're ready. We can sing.
And now here.
Can you feel it building?
Just so different. And why? Why is that? This guy. Zach didn't even sing, which is so sad because we know he can sing. Instead it was whatever this guy's name is. I really don't know how I didn't notice it was a different voice before. It literally feels this obvious. It's like me talking and then just going, why do I talk if I can sing so well? If you can get past that, then good for you. I don't know if part of the dubbing problem is the fact that this is from 2006. One thing I mentioned earlier, though, is a problem because this is from 2006. I'm talking about Miss Darby walking into the boys' locker room. And yeah, that just wouldn't fly nowadays. now that with the coach's office being in there, although I feel like that still happens. Same with Troy saying turn around and showing up on Gabriella's balcony. Or the Oprah Winfrey praise, another thing that wouldn't go over too well. To be honest though, this movie could have aged a lot worse in general. Most everything holds up, if you ignore the main problem I have. High School Musical messes up for me because it never spells out what a team is. When Troy's basketball team wants him to play for them, it is super culty. A whole intervention about how he needs to do it for his dad. The movie itself never gives Troy a good reason to play in the championship, when really the reason has always been there. When you sign up for a team, you need to show up, being present in every game and practice. Troy Bolton and Allen Iverson would have loved each other.
Listen, we talking about practice, not a game. We talking about practice.
But in retrospect, both would agree missing practice before a huge game isn't being a good teammate. At this point is where the whole sports and theater metaphor gets really broken. They disregard a missed practice as Troy's dad overreacting, and then prop up an audition as this massive event, all while never representing the team in a good enough light to make Troy want to come back to them. They completely messed up this one tiny thing inside a masterpiece. What am I ever gonna do? The masterpiece I'm referring to is this. The big songs, the Ryan and Sharpay moments, the rooftop terrace, the scenes that make up this completely idealized school in the middle of a messy identity story. The substance in High School Musical is okay, but the backdrop combined with the music makes it a movie that still works today. Just don't pay too close attention to the dialogue.
That girl is named Gabriella. She's very nice.
Well, helping you miss practice doesn't make her very nice. Not in my...
Hey, I said don't pay too close attention to the dialogue, Gio. It's shot on 35mm. There you go, pay attention to that. The things I normally like about movies, which are heavily narrative and dialogue based, are not present in this movie, and I still like it. Could it be nostalgia blinders? Maybe. Or maybe it's the fact that there's just enough bangers to keep me happy. Start something new. Breaking free. All in this together. Bop to the top. Wait a minute. Is that song now culturally insensitive? Who knows, dude? Just shake your hips. The soundtrack here is so fire, and I can't help but hold the movie up for that alone. By the time the finale hits, I was left with a smile on my face and tears in my eyes. You might even be able to see those tears if my camera was working. The father-son redemption, the cross-cutting between events, the whole team willing to stop their championship to watch their point guard sing. Yeah, that one might be a stretch. For real, I really think if Zac Efron decided to pull a Milli Vanilli with his singing voice, dude would have had a massive career. He absolutely steals the show with his stage presence, and of course the voice is blowing away Vanessa Hudgens. At the very end, we're all reminded how cheesy this movie is, and is willing to be, with the gorgeous transition to a championship win, and a finale song that does not leave a dry eye in the house. Of course we need these type of credits. Still watching everyone, still right there with you guys. So, High School Musical does mostly hold up. For me. It doesn't hold up because it's subtle or at all realistic. It holds up because this film fully commits. Whether it's sincerity, simplicity, or spectacle, or song, that's another S. High School Musical never once holds back, reminding us that even 20 years later, we're all in this together. I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry, dude. And with that, thank you, Roxanne. Specifically you, Roxanne. And of course, to everyone else who watched this one, thank you. I had an absolute blast making this video, but there's no time to talk about that because, guys, we have a giveaway to do. If you did not know, for the last 100 or so subscribers, we're doing a $20 giveaway. A big money giveaway. And the entries are now closed, so the results are about to happen right now. But first, I want to thank everybody who was able to get their names in. And that's the people who are in this book right here. I am talking about Angelique Mulares, 1664, Sins Gideon, Matthew King, 68, Charlene Styles, M Penguin, 9480, Noodle Soup, 34, Starling Yoshi, Might Be Andres, Brazito, Brooks Official, Drummond Kid, Absolutely Radiance, Rad Chili, Rivness, Ashes Mash, Vanessa Serta, Maro Rodriguez, Razaup 3168, and I believe that is everybody who's in here. Thank you all for helping me out with this journey to monetization, and I'm very excited to get to spin this wheel for you. Yep, here is the wheel spin right here. So I will be reaching out to the winner of whoever this little arrow on the right side lands on. I will be reaching out to you through email, so be ready. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The spin. Oh boy. Slowing down right now. It's looking like Sin's GDR, but it's not quite there. Charlene Styles. It's going to be right in the middle. Charlene Styles. Thank you very much. I'm going to be reaching out to you in the next couple of days for your gift card, $20 movie theater gift card, or $20 worth of DVDs. So be on the lookout for that. And again, thank you very much, specifically Charlene, and to everybody else who's in this book, and anybody who's watching this in general. I love you very much. Wow, that's, yeah, you probably shouldn't say that, actually. So, no. I'm fond of you. I'm fond of you. There. Lastly, really quick, do want to say that we just launched our memberships, so feel free to click the join button and check those out if you want to sign up to become a member of the channel. And also Fresh Out the Film podcast. It's on the YouTube and stuff. But, yeah, I think we're done here. So, deuces.